I love Leonardo. I love the turtles. And we're going to go into a lot of PvE content. And I want to show how good they are and how much they can help you. Now, it is true if you have, some very specific, unique champions, you can do a lot of things like Ice Golems, Peak, Stage 10, right? I don't have Senna. I do have Padraig, and this is on my account, and this dropped my time in Fire Knight Stage 10 down from like 4 minutes and something down to 3:59 with Padraig. But a lot of people don't have Padraig, right? No, I don't have Padraig. So I want to showcase what these turtles can do with like Arbiter, like with Deacon Armstrong. Speaking of Deacon Armstrong, that is a character that is a part of my download link. So if you want to start playing, or if you want to start a new account, you can do that on the Plarium account with a new email, and you can get these characters, really great characters. At level 40, you get Deacon, who we're going to use with the 4 turtles inside of Clan Boss. Now, Clan Boss is super tricky right now. I did a couple things since I did this right here. I went and put a lot of books on Leonardo because I can't wait. I ended up putting like all of these books right here. And then I also want to put books on Donatello. I feel like if I were to say which character is the most important, I feel like Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, then Raphael. Raphael has been the one that's the most tricky to me. Now, I do want to put this skill on him because I think it's hopefully got 50-50 here. I've just been wasting books. I love these guys. I didn't know how much. Yay! Okay, so we're probably getting better results here today because that was one that removes all the buffs, and gives turn meter. That's a great one. Although they don't get to attack, which is kind of disappointing. Now, what has helped me a lot is I was super disappointed with Raphael. And I'm finding that this Swift Parry set right here, where there's a 50% chance of unkillable when hit with Fatal Hit, he starts to berserk and he takes more damage and then he starts dying, and he was pissing me off. This seems to make the team a little bit more consistent in 2 ways. The first way is that it is not proccing this as much, this effect right here, where basically it's kind of like Godseeker, where they don't die whenever allies about to receive a fatal hit. This champion prevents the allies' death and keeps them alive with 1 HP. Well, that's not getting used as much because this can only go off every 4 turns. And the other thing that I was noticing is that Leonardo, when he's paired up with 3 turtles, whenever an ally drops below 50%, he does this massive damage, right? And that is super cool. That is super, super, super cool. But that doesn't work when they die. So they can get nuked one shot and then that doesn't proc. But if they end up between 50 and 1% or whatever, then it does proc. And so I was noticing that, and that seemed to be a good thing for Leonardo when Raphael had that Swift Parry. I'm super happy with Swift Parry. Now, I don't have books on Raphael. I don't have books on Michelangelo. Maybe we'll get there someday, but right now I've got the necessary books on Donatello and Leonardo, and I'm super happy with that. Now, Clan Boss. Let's just go do Clan Boss. I was super blown away with this. I just went through it a minute ago and did it. Clan Boss right here, Ultra Nightmare. Look at that right there. Deacon Armstrong, speed lead. All he's doing is giving turn meter to the team and defense down, which is kind of redundancy. I think you probably could do Arbiter if you wanted to heal and attack up and some extra healing and a team revive. But this worked right here. This is just making the team faster because the Deacon Armstrong has, a 19% speed aura. Yeah, one key. Other thing that was interesting is I have the Reds, and Shogun is easier to do with Reds, right? Because there's a mechanic built into the Shogun kit where the Reds, the number of Reds that you have really help. And I was able to go into here with Arbiter. Look at this. So we have a Donatello lead, then we got Arbiter, then we got Raphael, Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo. Now, I do think that the order matters. So there's this weird thing in Raid Shadow Legends where it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like if you just went boom, 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 boom and clicked 5 characters, they would populate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason why that's important is that AoE damage when it comes in does not, I repeat, does not happen simultaneously. When they do the assists, it's determined by the positioning. When multiple characters die at once, Donatello's passive triggers the one that is in the firstmost position. Putting Leonardo in the last position allows for other characters to drop below 50% to proc all that fun stuff he does when they go below 50%. So I like putting like Donatello as close to the front as possible. And I like putting Leonardo as far as possible into the back. We got the swift parry to proc right here, which is fantastic. That just basically saves Donatello's passive for an extra turn to give Arbiter an opportunity to revive, right? So Arbiter revived, we're up and running. Arbiter is early game arena champion, right? I'm still using her in my arena team, and she's great. And one should be getting Arbiter early. One should be trying to get through Ultra Nightmare Clan Bass as early as possible. I mean, this is stuff like run, don't walk. You know, the task at hand is get Arbiter, get through Clan Boss. And we're using Deacon Armstrong and Arbiter. We're not using fancy champions at all. Now, we're going to go into Spider, Hard 10 also for kicks. And I want to use the same team. I want to use Deacon. You know, I think there's a case to be made for Arbiter and or Deacon. But for the purpose of this video, I just wanted to keep it really simple when use leads that people are going to have, not these, you know, super lucky, like Kat has Lilitu or Senna, or I've got Padre. Everybody, but here's the thing, you probably have one. I feel like there's so many amazing speed lead characters out there, and it's just, everybody's got a different account, and that's the beauty of Raid Shadow Legends. So let's go into Spider's Den. We're going to keep doing Hard 10. Hard 10 is where it's at, and I'm going to put in, I have not tested this, so this is going to be my first attempt with it. I'm going to take in Deacon Armstrong. I think this is going to be fine. I'm going to have Donatello close to the beginning. I want Leonardo close to the end, and let's just put you there, and we're going to hit start, and we'll see how this goes. If this doesn't work, then we'll try Arbiter. I think it will, though. Yeah, I think it will, though. All right, here we go. Do some big boy damage. Yeah, decrease turn meter. Let's go. All right, we got to hit everybody. All right, here we go. Do some damage. Oh, yeah. That's how we're going to get through them, is by we clean off all these spiders. Take them down. Take them down. Take them down. All of them go down right here. No, that's not going to help. Okay, well, we can survive that easy, right? Okay, so we have Leech plus defense down, which Michelangelo will do, but I feel like Deacon is doing it more consistently, more frequently, essentially because he's got that cantrip. He is doing it like every 2 turns. He's cycling through defense down, and then he does a basic and gets the Leech. So it feels like it's always going to be there. And let's see, we need an AoE. Come on, I need Leonardo to pop. There he goes. Look at that. Leonardo, you see what he did? He just wrecked nerds, exploded the whole team right there, which is fantastic. And that was another retaliation there because, like I said, Raphael seems to be the one that gets beat up the most because of that berserk. He just feels the squishiest. He's like the definition of a glass cannon. He drives me insane in some ways. He was probably my number one disappointment until I put Swift Parry set on him, and now I love this guy. Now I think he's great. And see, is that going to be enough? We need Raphael to pop off here. Nope, that's bad because she healed up. I don't know. Is the spider a she? I think it is. So because we got to kill them down. Now I do like Hex here. I kind of feel like Mythrala might even be better than Deacon Armstrong. Now that I'm thinking about this whole setup here, I wonder if getting out that Hex would make this go down so much faster. And again, Mythrala is another champion that most people should have just by participating in Hydra over time, getting the rewards. You're going to get shards slowly over time until you get Mythrala, and Mythrala probably can make this match so much easier. Hex makes this match so much easier. All right, back at him. Do it. Finish it off. Almost got you. Do it. Okay, come on, White. Don't go over there. There we go. Yeah, actually, I think for kicks, let's throw in Mythrala. I think that actually might be the way to go. Like, I'm looking at what's going on here. Let's reverse this and put you in the lead there. I suspect this will make the fight much faster because of Hex. Hex is great against the spider boss right here. All right, here we go. Just do it. There's so many things to try in Raid Shadow Legends, but look at this Hex, and they should just get fried here, right? Yeah, they're gonna go. No, the Hex didn't help me. All right, well, let's see. Well, maybe the cleanse from either Donatello or Mythrala to salvage Raphael standing over there asleep. You'll wake up. All right, there we go. We got some extra shields, which may be what we need anyways. But Hex, I also like using Mad Hatter here. Actually, my main team that I'm using here is Mad Hatter with Cheshire Cat. Who would have thought? Oh my God, you see that? Leonardo just shredded right there. Oh my God, that was so much fun. And yeah, Spider Hard 10. Here's the thing is you're going to go wherever you're in the game, right? I don't know where maybe you're an end game player or maybe you're just getting started, but you can try these champions that everybody has like Mythrala, Arbiter, Deacon Armstrong and see which one's going to work best. And even if you're moving up a little bit, like you're going from hard 1 to hard 5, you're going to make some progress. Now I'm a little disappointed that what I thought was going to happen here with the Hex from Mythrala would help a lot. It does not seem to be helping. So this is an idea that you can scratch. I'm not going to play this out. I'm going to let it go. Let's go into Dragon and see how that works. And Dragon is, I'm going to say, the easiest of all of the dungeons. We're going to go into stage 10. I got Padraig here. Padraig went through just fine. I'm going to try Deacon Armstrong again. I'm just a big fan of Deacon Armstrong. That's why I was pretty excited when they allowed me to have him in the login champion link for the promo code, which I'm going to throw on the screen here one more time. Use the link or scan the QR code. And the main reason why is Deacon Armstrong. Be sure to use code Demon Slayer first 24 hours of doing the count to get Tholen, who's also amazing in so many different game modes. So the main thing I'm really liking about the turtles is that they slice through these waves very quickly, and I think that's going to be helpful also in Doom Tower. I was talking to Duelim yesterday, and he said he was going to finish Doom Tower hard for the very first time because of the turtles. He was going to get to the final floor. Also, Doom Tower is super important when it's the Dark Fae, because that's where you're going to get the overpowered lethal set. Like Dark Fae, I wish I would have figured this out earlier in the game. Dark Fae gear, which is the lethal, which is the better version of Savage. It's an ignore defense with a crit rate. 4-piece set is so important. So another thing too, like these waves right here, the turtles can get through the waves very quickly. The character that also gets through these waves very quickly is going to be Seer, but Seer requires quite a bit of setup here. So now we're just getting extra turn meter and a speed aura from Deacon, but Deacon's not really adding anything to the team. He's not adding a cleanse. He's not adding a team revive. Essentially is already leech and defense down. It's not like he's adding anything super special, but he is making the team faster. And he, not in two different ways, the turn meter boost that he gives the team, and then also his speed aura. And, in theory, the leech and the the defense down, which is up on him right now, will be on more consistently. We got to get through it or else we're going to have a problem. All right, there we go. Oh, boom. Hang out there. Hang in there, my guys. All right, this is pretty good. Anyways, I had luck in Spider, Dragon, Shogun, Clan Boss. I think it's possible to do Fire Knight with the right lead, and I think it's possible to do Ice Golem with the right lead. If you have amazing gear, you probably can do it with just a 4-piece on some of these builds. I don't have the gear required. Anyways, point of the story is Leonardo's amazing. I love this guy. He's so good. I'm so glad to get them up and running. And boy, it sounded like it took forever. And part of me is also happy that it's over. All right. Bye for now.